Welcome to Otherwise, guys. It's your boy Coolish Core, and right now I'm here with.
Yo, it's comedian TK Kirkland, everybody. T to the motherfucking K.
Appreciate you for coming on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, young man.
Yes, sir. No problem. Great show tonight, man. You turned the crowd out. Wait, this your first time coming to Jacksonville?
No, I've been to Jacksonville before, but I was doing, I always try to do the black clubs out of my understanding my history. I forgot the name of the comedy club, but there's a brother out here that's doing his thing, and I always used to do his room. And then I just started getting bigger and bigger. He couldn't afford me anymore. And then last time I was supposed to have been here, it was a storm, and we haven't booked each other since then. So I wound up doing the Comedy Zone. They gave me the kind of money that that I deserve. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? And I'm just happy with it, my man. Just really blessed.
Okay. Uh, what do you have you ever ran into Dr. Umar?
No, 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 no. I study him a lot,
Mm.
believe it or not. I think he's fascinating, very intelligent man, very intelligent. And if you're listening, Dr. Umar, I'm proud of you. Salute to you. I think he's amazing.
Yeah, I watched the interview, what episode that you did. It was a podcast with Godfrey.
Okay.
And y'all had a great conversation. I was like, dang, I know if Dr. Umar be there, like you, Dr. Umar, and Godfrey, that'd be
Yes.
a great.
Yeah, them two got to be the two most intelligent men I've ever met in my life. I know Godfrey for years,
Mm.
and he's always fascinated me since he was a kid. And when we did that interview, what was so great about it is we didn't have a set plan.
Mm.
We just started talking, and it led to that. And it turned out to be a real great episode.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there amazed about
Yeah.
the Black Hockey League. I was sitting there amazed the knowledge that he was able to absorb as
Mhm.
like a sponge. And that was just fascinating to me. And I'm a big fan of Godfrey. I swear to God. Even when I used to get locked up, and I used to call him when I was locked up, and he was always going out of the country. And that's when I couldn't travel.
Mm.
And I used to always say, "Man, I can't wait till I travel." You still tease me to this day.
Yeah.
I can't, and just fascinating. I love that guy, Godfrey. I really love him.
Yeah. So you passing the torch right now. I know you're responsible for Godfrey, D.L. Hughley, Mike Epps, and now you're working with Charleston White.
Yes.
What got you what brought you to Charleston White and what you like about
The
him?
thing about Charleston was I liked that even though he was rude to people and he was attacking people, what impressed me is he had did his research on people. He knew about everybody he talked about.
Yeah.
And I was laughing at that shit. He must be a cop. Cause this nigga must have a file on everybody. And I thought that was fascinating. I used to always say I wanted to manage him. I said, I want to manage that guy because I know I can make him a star. Like I knew that I can make him a star. That's what I felt. So we teamed up. I'm really teaching him how to be his own boss. I'm too tired to manage people because that takes constant talking on the phone. That takes constant holding the person by his hand.
Hmm.
I don't have that kind of energy no more.
Gotcha.
So he's not gonna be able to get all the jewels that I gave the DLs, the Mike Epps, and everybody else, but he'll get enough to get him to where you got to go.
Okay. So what was it like when you first met him? How was that?
Well, here's what Mike Tyson and I are good friends, and we got a friend named Boogie. We've been friends for years. And when I got the Live Nation deal, I wanted to do something to really spark the game of stand up. And I thought that Charleston was the guy. I
Yeah.
could have picked any other comedian, but I wanted something that made people cringe a little, but also be intrigued. And he was the guy.
Okay.
And watched him tonight, being a little nervous. Understood that he was on a flight, and whenever you perform the same day you perform, it's really hard, equilibrium wise, body wise. You need to have a full day in the city that you're going to so your body can rest, so you can truly perform the way you need to perform. I truly believe that.
Yeah. I think he did a good job though. He had the crowd rolling.
Yeah,
You
he
know.
did a good job. I taught him some little things, and he'll adjust by tomorrow. And like I said, we got a few more shows before we start the tour, because the tour starts July 7th. Everybody, July 7th. If you see this before July 7th, go on Live Nation and get your tickets to the Grown Folks Talking tour.
Okay. So you got a master's degree. How was TK as a student?
You know what? I was real smart, yo. I wasn't brilliant. I just worked harder than everybody else. I studied. I literally studied. And what was so crazy, I could get good grades. But once I took the exam, if you asked me what was on the test the next day, I couldn't tell you. Like, it all left my mind for some reason. Like, boom.
Yeah.
And that's weird. But I always applied myself in everything that I do. Same with stand up, same with trying to be a parent, same trying to be an athlete, a businessman. And to everybody's watching, you really got to work. It just don't fall in your lap, fam. You really got to put the hours in. You really got to have something in you that burns you to want to achieve. But then at the same time, control that energy, because that same energy can get you locked up. That same energy can get you to do something you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because you want it so bad. So you got to balance it out so that you don't make any bad decisions.
Yeah, you say that a lot on your show. You was like, decisions. One wrong decision can lead you down the wrong
Man,
path.
and it's hard. Like, it's not perfect, right? You come out your house and somebody do something wrong to you. You didn't even expect it, and you can lose it just like that. And that's why I think I don't go to parties. I have to go to events. And if I go to an event, I know the atmosphere is going to be the way I need it to be. But other than that, I won't put myself in a position to take a chance. I can't take a chance. I don't want to take no chances. They're not playing out there.
Yeah.
I don't want to take no chances. Mm-mm.
Facts. So when you was talking about decisions, there was another one I heard that you were saying, in order to, like, every person has a great person behind them, basically, you were saying on one of your interviews. Uh can you go into more detail on that?
I want you to go in more detail so I know what you're saying.
Oh, so you were saying, in order to be in order to truly blow, you have to have a cosign. A cosign.
Right. So yeah, somebody has to co-sign you.
Yes.
And that's good, because I use the analogy. I'll go way back to the 60s. And let's take this one first. When the Jackson 5 arrived, it was really I think Dionne Warwick that discovered the Jackson 5. But Berry Gordy didn't pay attention. Then somehow somebody else found them. And then Berry Gordy put Diana Ross on the album cover of the Jackson 5. This is how way I go back. I was 8 years old. And it said Diana Ross presents the Jackson 5. Cosign.
Okay.
Fast forward. When Snoop Dogg blew up, he blew up because Dr. Dre co-signed. Because everybody said Dr. Dre's the man. So if Dr. Dre put you on, you must be good.
Got you.
Co-sign.
That makes, because I listened to Lil Bootsy, and when
Yeah.
he first came out, he had Pimp C presents
Yes.
on his mixtapes.
Yep.
So that, okay.
See, co-sign.
Yeah.
Then what took this person to rock stardom, he had two co-signers. It was Dr. Dre and Eminem co-signing 50 Cent. Two different genres right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two different nationalities. He had the white people, he had the blacks, both signing 50 Cent. And the album was banging.
Yeah. And
boom, so he won MTV awards, all type of awards and everything that year. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's same as like having like a leadership in a way.
Mm-hmm. Explain.
Like having a good person to mentor you.
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah. Mentoring and co-signing is two different things. Mentoring, you're really taking someone and guiding them throughout their life. Co-signing is you have the talent. I'm going to put the work behind you. And then you got the machine to do the rest. So even though Dr. Dre and Eminem co-sign them, they had the record label to push everything. Interscope.
Mhm.
And Interscope was the machine back then. They knew how to get it out. They had all the connections. They was ready, and the rest was history.
Who co-signed you in the game? Like who brought you
I had
to
to do it on my own, unfortunately.
see you one of the ones that didn't have one that made it.
Yeah. My story is really unique. I really did it myself, yo. Hard, bad decisions, set myself probably back a few times, but I know when comedians look at me, I know they like fascinated. Like, yo, all the shit this nigga went through. And this nigga still out here shining. I'm just getting started. Like, I got so much after this interview, there's so many other things that's coming up throughout the year that it's gonna blow people's minds away. I'm just really excited about it.
Yeah, you got a lot of big things. I know y'all got to tune in. He got a lot of big things he gonna release soon, so make sure y'all
Mm-hmm.
follow. Uh, you had the special that I know Jamie Foxx was like behind it, right?
Yeah, well, we're supposed to do it. And we were supposed to do the special, and Jamie Foxx says, but then I talked to one of Jamie Foxx's friends after he got sick, and I was on the air, and I had said that Jamie was in a coma reading what everybody else was saying. So I come to find out that Marcus King was saying that Jamie was mad at me because I was on the air mentioning that he was in a coma, where this could have been dealt with if he'd just came on some program, some platform, and just said he was okay. So I'm dealing with that bullshit, whatever the bullshit is. But I ain't built for that shit. I'm the wrong nigga. I don't kiss nobody ass. So if we're gonna do it, we do it. We don't fuck it. You know, so I still could do what I do. I'm not dependent on Jamie, or I'm not dependent on Marcus. They came to me about doing this. I stayed on top of it, tried to make it happen. And when the situation happened with Jamie and he got sick, I wasn't like going around trying to say, oh, he was ill. I was going around saying what everybody else was fucking saying because I was saying it out of concern. I was saying it out of as a friend.
Yeah.
Somehow that got twisted. At least that's how I'm taking it. It got twisted some way. Man, I ain't got time for no Hollywood niggas, yo.
But is it still you still gonna work on it? Still put it
Probably
out?
not.
Mhm.
Probably not. I haven't talked to him. This is just last week. I talked to his guy, and he texted me because that's what he said in the message. You said something about Jamie Foxx being in a coma, and I took it as he got upset that I was. What the fuck was I supposed to say? Half the world was saying that shit.
Yeah.
But I ain't got. Listen to me, fam. Cool. Whether these niggas fuck with me or not, nigga, I'm T to the motherfucker K.
Yeah.
Like I know how the universe plays things, and I know what's meant for me, what's not meant for me. Don't stop me, player.
That's facts. So you were saying though, like you got 5 more years, and then you kind of like on.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly drift out, but I just signed a huge deal with Snapchat, major deal. We'll make an announcement in a couple of weeks. I'm in this program now with this company called Legends. We are bringing back N1 basketball, but it's called Blacktop Street Ball.
Okay.
So we're gonna be doing this around the world. Major companies behind us. I'm vice president of the company. And then there's other things after that. Everything is mapped out for the next 10 years. So God willing, I keep breath in my body. God willing, I stay healthy. The world's going to really see a growth of one of the most phenomenal men in the world. Because I would tell people, yeah, I'm a comedian, but I want to be known as a businessman. Comedy is my side hustle.
Yeah.
As business, I'm going to use the metaphor of Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z's very powerful, but you've never seen Jay-Z in a movie or trying to do a TV show. So as a comedian, you think to be successful, you have to do TV or you want to do movies. That's not what I want to do. I want to be a business. I want my entertainer I want to be a businessman. I want to do business, put deals together, make decisions. That's where I want to use my platform to make me successful. That's what I want to be known for, as being a successful businessman.
Yeah, because you were saying you've been doing it for a while with no manager, like it's just being you. So you already kind of in that lane.
Yeah, ain't no already. I'm in that lane. So
Yeah.
I do it. Like, And I don't think any agent or any manager could have done it the way I've done it. The way I think, the way I move. Nah. And no disrespect to any agent, no disrespect to any comedian. I just didn't want to be on nobody's roster.
Gotcha.
Because everybody got a favorite, right? So I don't want to be after your favorite. Like you book all these other comics, and I'm probably the ninth one to get booked, or I'm the last one to get booked. I ain't got time for that shit. Not me.
Speaking of comedians, like I'm gonna throw some names out there. You tell me like what you think of them and what do you think they bring to the comedy game.
Okay.
First one, Patrice O'Neal.
God bless him. Here's the thing about Patrice. I never watched Patrice. Believe it or not, I never knew who Patrice was. I saw Patrice on the Dave Chappelle show, not knowing that's Patrice. See, because I'm not a true
I got you.
fan of comedy.
Yeah.
Like I never really knew who these niggas was, you know? And then as the years went on, and I said, oh, that's Patrice. That's crazy, but that's how I went. I remember meeting Patrice's wife, who, you know, because he was married. Fine. And she thought I was being mean because I didn't know who she was or who her husband was. And I said, I don't know who Patrice is.
Gotcha.
And she thought I was bullshitting, but I was telling the truth. I really didn't know who he was because I'm not a fan of stand-up comedy like that. You feel me?
I got you.
Like all my friends, street niggas, like, I just move differently. Like, it's just me. Like, have nothing against the comics. But I always know I intimidated them because I was a street nigga.
Yeah.
And when I tell people a street nigga, they think really just street. But, you know, I went to college. I got a master's degree. I was really blessed to be on both sides of the fence of life. And I see what the universe did for me. It really balanced me from street knowledge to education to having wisdom. I think that's awesome to have that.
You got the full circle.
I got you.
What about Jack Black?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. I got one more. Ariesspears.
I love Ariesspears. Think he's talented. I like watching him. I like listening to him talk as well, believe it or not.
Yeah.
When he talks, it's just something about his rhythm of speaking that just keeps you interested, and I think he's a good brother.
You ever think about going on this podcast? No, you got a podcast.
No, I didn't know that. I don't think we'll be on this podcast. I probably won't do his podcast, and I won't do Corey Holcomb's podcast.
Okay.
You know, not that anything is against them. I just think that for some reason there's some things about me that intimidate certain people. So there has been times I've tried to reach out and never got to play. So I can't kiss nobody's ass. So I keep it moving. But I do wish them luck though.
That's respect. That's real. So with the show you got coming up, with the what's the Rock Nation?
Live Nation?
Yeah, Live Nation.
Yes.
How did that business deal happen?
The thing about Live Nation is they have been trying to get me for years.
Cause they do artists, right?
They do artists. They got a few comedians, and they tried to get me for years, and I made them wait because I really like being my own man. The only thing I got against working with Live Nation, I'm not connected to the nigga who really make a decision. I got to go through somebody. So I made them wait because I was already doing my thing. I think I made them wait like 3 years, and any comic would jump on that. But I'm all about energy. I'm all about the universe. And it was just right this time. So we say, boom. So 56 cities, 4 countries. Like, I'm just really thankful, yo.
You gonna be shooting a special?
Well, I shoot a special every other year on my own channel, you know, and I put it out on my own network, and it's the TK.network. It's out now, believe it or not, to my own fans. So the TK.network. You put the code in TK, you get 50% off, and then on July 4th, the world will get it. So I'll really be promoting my special called T to the MFK.
Okay. So you're just gonna be going all around the world.
And not bad for a 63-year-old guy.
Yeah, it ain't. I mean, it's different though, you know, because like I said, they usually do artists. So to have comedians on,
yes,
that'll be. Are you gonna be like a part of events as well, like going to different, being with artists, how you was doing it with
NWA in the back of the day? No, just me. We hitting all the House of Blues. We almost sold out. I'm excited about it. All I'm doing is I'm glad the world is finding out about me because I've been around a long time.
Yeah.
But again, energy. And the universe took its time with me because the universe wanted me to shine by myself. So all the other comics are still great, but they're kind of losing their steam. And here you see TK Kirk, you go, wow, who the fuck is this? Like tonight was your first time seeing me perform.
Mm-hmm.
You was blown away. And like I said on stage, whoever your favorite comic is, they love me because they came up through TK Kirkland.
Yeah.
This is a fact.
Baller blocking too. You still shooting that?
I hope so. The thing about Baby, with him having so many artists and his first love is music, we hope that we can get it done. I'm not sure yet. We're supposed to have been close. We're supposed to have been already shooting already, but we haven't gotten it yet. So hopefully that'll happen.
Okay. Man, you're on the stage though. One of the things that got me when you was talking about the board of education
Yes.
and Rockefeller,
Yes.
that was deep, man. That was deep.
Yeah, Rockefeller was a different kind of dude, yo.
Yeah.
You know, I had so many levels on Rockefeller that I could have went through, but tonight was just that angle.
Yeah.
But I read a lot. I watch a lot of documentaries. I watch a lot of things, and it grabs my attention. And I come on stage and just share it with the world, and I'm just impressed that they are fascinated.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that was deep. I like that one. How do you even like? I mean, I know it's crazy. Well, how do you come up with your jokes though? Like you say, you just read. Do you write?
No. I haven't wrote a joke in about 20, 30 years on paper.
Okay.
I might write a topic though. And whatever that topic is, I might just give my opinion and then work around other stuff.
How do you pull the funny out of it though? Like, you write the topic.
That's the gift.
That's the
Yeah, that's the gift.
okay.
Everybody can't do that.
Yeah.
I can pretty much I always tell people, when you're a true comedian, when you can look at a doorknob and make it funny.
Yeah.
That's deep, ain't it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
If I told you to stare at that camera, could you make a joke out of it? That's when you know you truly have the ability to be hilarious. It's like some scientific, right? Like Chinese way of moving, like but I could look at a doorknob. I could look at anything almost and truly make it hilarious.
Were you like a comedian while you was in college too though? Like you was straight business.
People that knew me from school is shocked that I was a comedian because I was quiet. You only got to see me really be funny when I was on the track team and we was together. That's the way you saw me be funny. But other than that, I wasn't a class clown. I wasn't being goofy. And if you notice when I'm on stage, I don't even laugh.
Yeah.
I'll be up there just talking. I don't be that goofy shit. I don't do that.
Yeah. Told a few people you got on a few people in there.
Yeah, because I like order. And when people getting out of hand, I make sure you understand who you're in the presence of. And I say what I gotta say.
Angela Yee, man, you was on her show.
Yes.
All the way up. How was that?
I think Angela Yee, believe it or not, far as funny, if she could have been a comedian, she'd have been hilarious because her wit is so hilarious. And I love her. Like, I truly love Angela Yee as a person. Like, I just really like her. She treats me really well. And if you've ever watched me on her show, I always bring her flowers. Yeah. I always bring her plants because I think that's what a gentleman is supposed to do, especially in the presence of a woman. And I always bring that for her. I just love that girl.
She came to Jacksonville one time and I hung out with her for a couple minutes.
Okay.
And I could tell she liked people to make her laugh.
Yeah.
So when you're around her, she always make you
Yeah. I love her, yo. Yeah. Love Angela Yee.
Yeah, she's dope. So what is it like when you go on stage? What is it like that a few months before you go on stage?
I don't give a fuck. That's my attitude. I walk on stage and I'm just chilling and I take my time and wherever the universe takes me as far as my jokes goes, that's the way I go. I don't fight it. Yeah. Sometimes you want to do something else. You had a plan, but when you get on stage, something happens and You have to have the ability to go the other route, and it's more natural. You're not fighting it. So that's how I move.
So it's almost like a preacher when he get on stage. Like you said, I come here.
Yeah, I'm either going. What's up? What I say? The Lord sent me here to either to deliver a message.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to either intimidate you or inspire you.
Yeah.
Which one will you choose?
Yeah, because I hear pastors say that a lot. They had a plan. They had their little script they was gonna talk about and preach on, but then the Lord lead them somewhere else to talk about something else.
Right.
That's crazy. What who you listen to like on the music end?
I haven't listened to nobody lately, but I like what's his name, Bag something.
Moneybagg Yo.
Moneybagg Yo. I heard him first on Meek Mill's album.
Yeah.
And when his part came on, I said, "Who the fuck was that?" And I just love listening to his style, how he raps. But I'm a classical music guy. I listen to Yanni and Frank Sinatra, all that classical shit. I like that kind of soothing. It doesn't get you hyped. It doesn't change your mindset of things, because our music today make you go shoot a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so I like to stay neutral.
You might gotta make great decisions. The music that's gonna make you make the right decisions. I saw you in Atlanta. There was, what is it? The shit show.
Is that right? You was there?
No, I seen the video though.
Okay.
One of the dudes from Jacksonville, Midget Mac.
Okay.
The short dude.
Yeah, my man.
And you was going off on him.
I was going off because he said he was out here fucking. I was like, yo, women be giving you pussy. I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah.
To have that little nigga fucking somebody. Like,
that's going viral right now. Just let you know on YouTube. And I think
it is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was crazy. What you had ran into him in the back?
Yeah, we was just in the back talking.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, I was just sitting there listening. And he was talking about how he be fucking. I was like, yo, somebody fucking you? I thought that was the funniest
Why you
shit.
brought him on stage though?
Yeah, just something to do to entertain the audience.
Yeah, that was crazy. So what you do those events a lot? The shit show?
I'm friends with Pat, one of the producers of the show. And he's always asking me to do a favor, so I do it for him. I love him. I've known him a long time.
Speaking of comedians, Lil Duval, he from Jacksonville.
Yes. I haven't seen Lil Duval in a while, but I'm proud of what he's accomplished. Yeah, he's done his thing.
When how was it meeting Lil Duval?
I've known him before he blew up, so fascinating guy. Like, what can I tell you? I think he made his own lane. He's doing his thing. There's no more to say.
Yeah, facts. So this submarine situation. Have you heard about that?
Yes, I have.
What's your thoughts on that?
I just thought it was sad, I mean, accidents do happen. And like I said to you in the car, what's the fascination that white people have going in the ocean, Now, here's my question to you. They said that was a boat. Have they done that before?
Yeah, I heard that from what I hear, they done it before.
They done it before, so that wasn't the first time.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And like you explained to me, because I was saying explode, but you was like, no, once the air leaves, it crumbles. So, and you're saying from that big ship, it went down to probably a basketball size. Wow, that's insane.
Do you how do you, because you said as a comedian you can find jokes out of anything.
Yes.
Like how do you pick and choose, like, okay, this is too much, this might be too much for the crowd, or you don't care?
Experience.
Gotcha.
Experience teaches you that. Because I've done some crazy things sometimes, I remember one time the guy said his mother had passed away, and I said I didn't give a fuck, and the crowd booed me. And this was when I first started. And the reason why I said I didn't give a fuck, because I thought he was lying. And I didn't care. This was years. This had to be 30-something years ago.
Yeah.
But it was a lesson. I had to take it on the chin. I'll never forget that night. Yeah, I'll never forget that night.
You said you was locked up with Tupac?
Yeah. Years ago in the 90s, we was in protective custody in Los Angeles. Rick James, Tupac, and the Menendez brothers.
What the hell?
Yeah. Celebrity Row.
But they had y'all in like
we wasn't in the same cell. We was on the same deck.
Okay.
Yeah, same deck.
Okay. Have you ever had a chance to meet Pac?
Oh yeah. Everybody knew Tupac. I knew Tupac ever since Digital Underground. So we go way back. We and Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was just when you get old my age, and you look back at him, he was just looking for somebody to guide him. It's just that he went down the wrong path.
Mhm.
That's all. It's amazing what negativity, how it draws mostly all the rappers who grow up to be nice guys, right? But they get a rap game, they want to get a tattoo or start doing drinking lean, start doing drugs. Never went to jail before in their life and catch a case and just dumb. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Like I think we think backwards. The goal is to become rich, to take care of your family and move on, not to get rich and become a criminal, not to get rich and become a problem to society. It's weird how we think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real. It's weird. I can't figure it out. We're weird. Shit is weird.
Yeah, man, you right. Have you linked back up with Cube
I
since?
haven't seen Q since the premiere of In Straight Outta Compton.
Mm.
We was all backstage together, and that was the last time I saw Q. But I'm very proud of them. I know they're proud of me. I know they see me from time to time. But yeah, we all come from that camp of NWA. And my experience from NWA is the reason why stand-up comedy is today. The t-shirts and the jeans and the baseball caps. Because when we in the 80s, that he wasn't dressing like that. He was in slacks, dress shirt, suit, or whatever.
Yeah.
But he wasn't wearing jeans. He wasn't wearing hats to the side. And comedians now can rock that style, and not knowing that TK Kirkland helped put it that way. Shaking hands after a show, all that started with me. And I always tell people, if you doubt me, if you ever meet a young comedian named Hope Flood, she'll tell you the true story about how TK Kirkland put all that shit together.
Man, you need a documentary.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That's what they were saying.
Gotta do a documentary, man. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Nah, listen, I just love brothers like you, cool. And let me explain to you why. In the 90s, I still was this guy who I am today, but there wasn't a lot of outlets for me. You either had the Arsenio Hall show, David Letterman, but we didn't have this. And I want to thank you guys because I knew you guys existed. When I was coming up, I always told my crew, yo, the people that's gonna make me famous is young. They babies now. Never knew it was gonna be social media, never knew it was gonna be a podcast. I knew you guys exist. So I want to thank you for finding me one day, finding that I was interesting enough to be on your show, and you doing what you're doing. And I just wish you the true utmost success in your journey. You're a family man doing your thing, 30 something years old, and you have no idea how far ahead of the game you are in life. So if you stay focused and make good decisions in your life, you grow up to be a great man, and your children will grow up to be great leaders of this world and good people. And that's always a blessing when they can meet your kid one day and say, "Yo, I see why." I remember my oldest son, Eris. I met one of his friends, and when knew that I was his dad, he said, "Yo, no wonder he's like that because you his pops," and that was truly a compliment. It really was. Yeah. So I wish you the best, family. Much success to you.